Hello everyone, welcome to the video. My name is Cosolix, and today we're doing a legend review. This is going to be a new series where I'm going to review other legends, give my honest opinion on each of them. I kind of did this in the past, but this time we're going to go through like a specific criteria. So like how good I think each weapon is, and like how good their signatures are, and how good they feel well-rounded, and then we're going to test them out in a game, and then I score them. Like, I guess I could do 1 to 10. I haven't really thought of this, but like, I could score them from 1 to 10 or rating. We'll decide at the end of the video. You know how much like preparation I put into my videos, so much. But yeah, if you do enjoy this type of content, hit that like, subscribe, and comment down below any legends you would like me to review. Anyways, we are on Vector, and I am going to give you my honest opinion. So, when Vector first released last week, I actually thought he was garbage. Absolute trash. However, my opinion has definitely changed, but some things haven't. So we'll start with the bow kit. I think Vector's bow is the best bow in the game. And the reason for that is all his SIGs are amazing. The end SIG is very similar to like a Koji bow end SIG. Covers the same area with like equal frames. Koji might be a little quicker, but that's really it. It covers downlight end SIG, and you can slide charge it. It's a really good anti-air. It's a good end SIG. It combos very well, covers jump reads. If you get a dodge, that's confirmed. So it's a very good end SIG. Like if I like, let's say I like did this and I caught him dodging in, or dodge to the right, like stand, dodge, right. That's confirmed. Do you kind of get what I'm saying? So like it's a good end SIG. It really helps bow able to kill, and it's the same with his side SIG and his down SIG. His end SIG is used for combo follow-up. His side SIG is used for range. Like without even a dash, it like leaps you forward. Like I can cover that without even a dash. Look how far I go with a dash. All the way here. I cover basically the entire map. So like if I'm here and you're here, I can still hit you just with a dash startup. I can hit you all the way to freaking here. It's ridiculous. Like look at that. It's got so much range. Little startup. It's a great side SIG. It adds to a lot of aggression. It really helps bow kill, especially because like if I'm like not able to land a downlight here, but I can land a side SIG, it gives you that extra range, and that's not even including a dash. I can keep going. You kind of get what I'm saying? It's a very good side SIG. And it kind of combos pretty well. Like if they're dodging grounded, you can side SIG. Right? It's very good. And then last but not least, I actually think this is his best SIG, his down SIG. It picks up stacked. It's quick. I can actually just spam this to try and kill. It's so quick. You don't commit at all. You can slide charge. It's such a good SIG. And like, I wouldn't say it like necessarily combos super well, but it catches any dodge read in. So like this, let's say he dodges in, I down SIG. Let's say he dodges away, I side SIG. Let's say he dodges up, I dash end SIG. I can cover all three options, right? So that type of coverage is amazing. Not many legends can do that. I don't even think any bow legend can do all three like that, right? Like, let's say I set dodge reaction to be neutral, right? That, oh wait, that's attack reaction. Dodge reaction neutral. See, it kind of covers. Let's say he goes up. Covers. Let's say he goes right. I kind of mistimed that, but it covers. Let's say he obviously down. Let's say he goes left. I need to dash a tiny bit, but it still covers. Like his bow kit is like best bow in the game. I don't even think that's like debatable. Like maybe Koji, but that's it. His bow is so good. Anyways. Onto his lance, and this is what struggles with Vector's kit. Also, Vector stats are amazing. Some of the best stats in the game. Super well-rounded if you use the deck stance. The end sig, it's not bad. You can actually follow up side light nair by doing that. So like at later healths, you can kind of go like, if that makes sense. It's kind of, whoopsie, I didn't have a dodge. You kind of see what I mean? Like it's kind of like weird. You kind of can do it. Usually requires like a bit of a jump, but like you can. It doesn't flow properly into anything, which is the problem with his sigs. They don't flow very well. Like N-Sig doesn't combo off anything except a nair, right? The only good thing about N-Sig, there's two good things. One, it covers an option Lance cannot reach on the ground, right? Like even if I like jump Sair, it's not going to reach that. You can jump nair, but that does a lot more force, and it's kind of quicker, I think, than like a jump nair maybe. It feels quicker at least. But yeah, his N-Sig, it just doesn't flow into anything. And even getting back to stage, it's still punishable, right? Like that is not a good way to go back to stage unless the guy is waiting right here. If he's waiting right there, then you can do that. Next, this N-Sig is cool, but it's super situational. If someone's like coming back to stage or whatever, and you know that they are going up, then like you can like N-Sig like this and it covers the whole thing. It's great. But if you're down here, players are going to start, instead of going back up here, they're going to go and try and hit you if you're waiting to land the N-Sig like here. And you can't slide charge it. So it's like you're kind of like waiting here, you can get hit, and then you have to GC it. Like it's just not that good. You have to like kind of go like that. You kind of have to like fall yourself. It's kind of weird. I'm sure that you could like practice falling and then like landing it quick or whatever, but it's not the same as a slide charge, right? So that slide charge brings me on to his next sig, the down sig. The down sig has one situation that I have found use for. If someone is coming back to stage and they are wasting options, it is safe to go for a down sig like this. You're not going to get punished because you're in the air and moving, and you throw out hitboxes. So it is a safe option. It's also very quick, so you can catch people trying to go like in between the two, if that kind of makes sense. You kind of see what I mean? Like it's a safe option if they're trying to come back to stage on something like Shipwreck. It's a great option. But other than that one use, don't use it. It is super situational, super punishable, and has a million startup. Like look at all these startup frames. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's like close to 40 startup. I think it was like 37 or something like that. It's way too much. It needs to have like if hitboxes instead started getting sent out up here instead of out here, like if it started its attack right away, added an extra one, then added one there, then it would be a great sig. But just because of like how long you're in the animation for and the startup, it's just super situational. So both his end sig and down sig, they don't flow nicely either into like Lance's kit. Like it's just way too slow. You can see it coming and you can go away. It's stupid. Don't use it. The only good Lance sig is a side sig, okay? This sig is great. It's his only good Lance sig. It is notoriously good at later percentage because you can side sig or side air and like a side sig follow up. You kind of see what I mean? And then it sets up to really early kills. It's really good on Lance. Stuff like that is like really good follow-ups. And it flows very nicely into the kit. Like right now it's on 60, but if I set him to like 80, it flows very nicely. You kind of get what I'm saying? And it's also kind of hard to punish. It's hard to punish that in the air. On stage, it's a bit easier to punish, especially if you're not going to land the attack. But it also like that tiny little explosion isn't that big, so like it's pretty good on stage. But yeah, it is a great sig. That side sig is a great sig. It's the only good sig. The only issue is it doesn't really set up, like, you can't really go side sig, even at like late health. I guess you kind of can, but it's got 11 frames. Like, it's not like the 5 frames of like other combos. And then it stops working after like 160. It's very situational based off the pickup. So it doesn't flow super nicely. It's just into Sarah it really flows at later health. So yeah, his Lance Sigs are like, I'd say that they're maybe better than Artemis and Ulgrim's Lance Sigs. Definitely Ulgrim. Ulgrim's Lance Sigs don't go very well except the end Sig. But man, his Sigs just don't flow very nicely. So his bow, I would say 10 out of 10. Stats are like maybe 9.5 out of 10. I kind of would prefer if I had 6 attack and 6 defense, 5 dex, 5 speed with Lance at least. But his stats are almost perfect. 9 out of 10, whatever. Great stats. But his Lance, I would say it's like a 5 out of 10. Like, it's just, it's not there. You compare it to even like Artemis, right? Like, look at this. Like, there's issues with Artemis's Lance. That doesn't flow in very easily, but at least it's 6 frames. You kind of see what I mean? Like, at least, like, even if you catch, like, a jump up, that's gonna cover. Like, that's a kill confirm once you waste a dodge. Like, I like that, right? Well, you can jump out of it. It's 6 frames. Actually, no, sorry. What did I just say? You can't jump out of it, I don't think. See what I mean? Once you get a dodge, that's confirmed. It's good. It flows nice. D-Sig's good. Kind of wish you could slide charge it. But it's not bad. And side sig got buffed a tiny bit, but it's still not big enough. But I think Artemis's Lance Sigs are just a bit better. Her stats aren't that good. Her sight Sigs are good. But yeah. I just don't think Vector has good Lance Sigs. So, final opinion, I would give him like a 7 out of 10. I think he's super well rounded, and like I would say average in Brawlhalla is about a 7 out of 10. I don't think he's busted. I think Vector is super well rounded. My controller isn't working right now. What the heck, BMG? I need a new cable. I think it's not actually BMG. But yeah, his okay. His Sigs don't really flow together on Lance. His bow Sigs really do. So like you take like a 5 out of 10 and you take a 10 out of 10 and then you split the difference, it's like a 7.5. So like, yeah, that's where I'd kind of put him, 7 to 8, whatever, 7.5. Let's play an experimental game with him. I think he's a great Sig. If you are a bow main, I definitely think you should pick up Vector, just because of how good his bow kit is. And Lance as a secondary with bow is very good. I would say something like Yumiko could be a bit better, because Hammer's better at killing, Bow's good at building up damage. However, Yumiko's Sigs are meh. But, yeah, no, I definitely think Vector's like a good legend, but I think he's for bow mains. I'm gonna go up. Oh, I'm so bad. Am I lagging? Maybe not, I don't know. The D-Sig is so good. I don't even know if I'm lagging. I feel like there's like some rollback. D-Sig is so good. And then that side Sig gets range, and then the end Sig. Good thing you missed. Yeah, no, his bow Sigs are great. I'll switch to Lance just so you guys can see. Yeah. My bad. But you know, I just can't really use his Lance Sigs. Like, I can't like Not like his bow sigs. If he had both great lance sigs and great bow sigs, he would be kind of busted, not gonna lie. He'd be like pretty top tier, especially if bow and lance turn to be in the meta, which they kind of aren't right now. But one day if they were, he would be the best legend in the game. But like right now, just his sigs kind of hold him back with lance. Catch. I'm gonna try and use some lance sigs. So like, yeah, I think his end sig is also very good with soft platforms. I forgot to say that. But it is very situational. Doesn't flow very nicely with his lance kit. Doesn't feel like a lance sig, if that makes sense. Although I just used it once, but that also is some guy named Isaiah in the Kuna playing Lin Fei. Whatever. Anyways, guys, thank you all for watching. If you did enjoy, hit that like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you dudes all later. Love y'all. Peace, dogs.